So you opened for Eddie Griffin and D.L. Hughley.
Yeah.
Who gave you the best advice, and who owe you some money out of them too?
Eddie Griffin gave me the best advice. He set me down, gave me a lot of game. I messed with Eddie. And D.L. Hughley owed me. I brought him a Hustle Gang sweater.
Oh, he really owe you?
Yeah. I got him a Hustle Gang sweater. He never paid me for it, but I was like, I just brought D.L. Hughley a sweater, so I guess that's cool.
He probably I got something to wear tonight.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what's up. So if your comedy career had like a title, like if you could do like a brand new special like for Netflix or, what would your special be called now?
I would say explosive.
What's the meaning behind that?
It's because now, especially with the crowd work, like it's a lot of random stuff. Sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I know I got an idea what I'm gonna say, and I know because I've been doing it, and so it's more like a dynamite. You got to just see it live. I tell people you got to see me live, and the longer you wait, the funnier I get. So I ain't tripping.
That's what's up.
I ain't tripping. But you got to see it live because it's different. I'm two different people right now. I'm chill, more twinkle, but on stage it
come alive.
Yeah, hit that switch.
That's that same like dynamic with being a hip hop artist. Like, do you see similarities in the comedy world and the artist world? Like,
yeah, well, crowd control.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's what I was saying. Like, because I remember telling you one day, I think I want to do it because I love comedy, but I also see like it's an art form for real, and like comedians really respect the grind before you get on that stage. So like, what's the biggest misconception about comedy for people who just think, I just got to be funny?
The biggest misconception is It's more than that. It's timing.
Yeah, you
gotta know timing. You gotta know your crowd, who you perform in front of. It's a lot into it. It's a lot. Like being funny in front of your family and friends is cool, but going on stage, you got to know, you got to have a premise, you got to have tags, you got to have a punchline.
Yeah.
Also, it be comedy heads that really love comedy, and they be looking for the callbacks. Mm-hmm. Like, is this guy really a comedian? Is he doing callback? Like they look for stuff like that.
Man, I always get fascinated. I was watching a Def Comedy. They did like a special, and they interviewed all the comedians about the Def Comedy Jam, and they all were talking about like how you had to go to a spot in New Jersey, called the Peppermint Club.
See, I'm kind of close to that because Bob Sumner, that's my guy. He one of the co-creators of Def Jam. Like that, he put me on a lot of shows. Yeah, Bob Sumner, my dude. Shout out to Megan. She the one that put that together. My girl Megan. But yeah, you got to go to Jersey, and I done been to Jersey. I done been out there.
How was it?
It's different. It's different. You got to bring it, but the crowd is always receptive. Like it's always at least 200 plus every show. But you do that, and then you do the Apollo or you do Jeff Jam.
They were saying you had to go to that club before you go to Def Comedy
Jam. Called the Peppermint. Bill Bellamy used to host it.
Man, like the Proving Grounds. Yeah. Have you had that experience personally outside of New Jersey? Like, is there one place where you were like, as a comedian, I got to do it there? Or is there like a city or a place where it's like, I got to prove myself? Because I know you perform with, D.L. Hughley, Eddie Griffin, but like, was there ever that one place where you know this is where it counts? This is where I really prove myself?
Detroit.
Yeah?
Got to. Detroit is Chicago. It's just something about them two cities. And then you think about the caliber of comedians that came from them cities, like a Bernie Mac, John Witherspoon from Detroit. It's like they seen the best of the best. So you coming in, we heard it all. So what's different about you? What sets you apart from all these people? And them type of cities, you gotta be special. You gotta be different.
What's been like your favorite performance of your career?
Probably a lot. Honestly, performing for my family though. In the beginning, they used to always have me perform at like gatherings, barbecues and stuff, and that was pretty dope. Like they supported me from the beginning. Like it's time. So yeah, I don't do it no more for them.
No, they gotta pay me now. You made it. I'm good.
Yeah.
So you've been named Ohio's most exciting and the best comedian in Ohio. So at this point, like, Are you like officially LeBron James's favorite comedian or something? Like, is you gonna like perform for LeBron one day? Because you one of Ohio's favorites, man.
Shout out to LeBron. I actually never performed for him, but I have performed at the 330 House 330.
Because he loves comedy. Like these NBA players, like they are really big fans. Like you see Shaq when he does like his specials. I've always wondered, like, will LeBron do one? Like, should he do one? I would love to see one. I would love that.
I think because Sheon hooked me up, so hopefully Sheon put a word in for me if LeBron ever do. Sheon, if you watching or hearing, Sheon Cotton, shout out to you, man.
Do you think LeBron doing comedy would be like T.I. though? Like it'd be too big off rip for him?
I don't see LeBron being funny.
That would be the only thing I'd be like, because he might sell out Staples Center, like a whole arena, but if he ain't funny, what's the point?
Right.
Like
I think just the name, because like I never seen Shaq do stand up, but when you watch Shaq's stand up specials where he puts other comedians on,
but Shaq's naturally funny.
Yeah,
he's naturally funny. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if we've ever really seen Bron in that light. He's always been more serious, kind of like. Yeah. Like he's cracked jokes. I'm not saying he hasn't, but like.
Has there ever
been compared to Shaq?
Has there ever been a person that you might have known or wondered, like, man, they should do comedy?
All the time. People, and it's something about poverty that just, because when you ain't got nothing, that's all you have is love and laughter. So it's something about, growing up in places like that you meet funny people all the time. I tell people but they be like, man, I'm scared to get on stage. I'm like, you got it though. Yeah. Like, you got it, fam. And just, cultivate it. But you never know how to do something till you try.
Right. Yeah. I think that's what's like holding me back, because I'm serious when I say I've always had an interest in comedy, because it's such an art form to get on stage and to just make people laugh for an hour and to be consistent. I've always respected that art form, man. Like, comedy is always interesting, man. I love like talking to comedians, watching the stand-ups. I think it's amazing to do that for an hour.
Yeah, it is. And then it's all different types. Like the ones that amaze me is like a Ali Sadiq or a Bill Cosby.
Yes.
The ones that sit down. They sit down and can make you laugh by sitting down. I'm like, just talking to you. Like, that's amazing to me. Like, that's crazy. Like me, I got to stand up, be more animated, like into the joke, more active. That's why I said explosive. Like I'm more like in the air, like a Michael Jordan when I'm on stage. But for them guys, they just sit down and just talk to you. And I'm like, that's dope.
And they're casual with it.
Yeah.
It's crazy to watch. Yeah.
Then you think about how long they've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? You think about them early days. Like, I love you too, because you can literally look up when a certain person did their first comedy stand-up. Like, you could see Martin Lawrence when he first started, Chris Tucker, Bernie Mac, all these great actors that we know, but it's like they started in the comedy clubs because they knew it was going to take them like to amazing heights.